Hi, I'm Cass, and I don't have Lee with me today because we are doing another book review. I have a list here with me, so I'm a little bit more concise than I was the last time. The book that I'm going to be talking about today is The Search for Wondla by that author, and this is the first book in a trilogy. This is one of my favorite books from when I was a kid. I've read this book at least 5 times, or this series. And it's one of those books where it's targeted towards kids, but like as, a 20-year-old, I can still enjoy it. Although the last time I read it, I was probably 16 or 17. It was a few years ago. But I asked my parents, my dad, for these books for Christmas, and they got me this beautiful box set of all 3 of them, and I just absolutely love the artwork. And there's artwork in the book as well. But the setting of the book is Earth, but in the very, very far future. It's post-apocalyptic, and it's so far in the future, it doesn't seem like Earth. And it's in third-person view, but it mainly focuses on Eva, the main character. Eva is a girl who was raised completely by a robot. And she never had any human contact, and she was raised with all of this technology, but she just desperately wants to go out and explore the world, like she's being trained to do, because she's a generation of humans that were test tube babies that are saved in case there was an apocalypse, because they were aware of the Earth was dying and all of that. And her mother robot, the robot's name is actually Mother. Mother doesn't let her go because she's not ready. But then her home is destroyed, and so she's just kind of thrust out into the world. And then she meets Rovander, the second main character in the story. And so they go on this quest to find the other humans in this world, and Rovander takes her around to different alien cities and stuff. The conflict is, I would say, man versus man, man versus self, because Eva desperately wants to find human, or maybe man versus environment. I don't know. I don't really remember them that well. But she desperately wants to find other humans. So it's this. So it would be man versus environment because she needs to go out and find the other humans. Or maybe man versus man. I don't know. But yeah, the main theme of the story is exploring the new world. That's for sure. The main theme of the story is exploring the new world that Eva was kind of forced upon. And there's different subplot lines throughout this whole book, different adventures. When she finds the humans, the main leader is actually corrupt. And this is further in the series, but this is basically going to be a video about the whole series. And she finds that the humans are actually corrupt, and it's this race to get out, because they had taken Rovander and some of her other friends, and were conducting experiments on them, so she saves them and overthrows the city. So that would definitely be man versus leader or whatever that one is. But that, I think, is the third book. The first book is just basically, I think it ends with her finding the city. Yeah, the first book ends with her finding the city, and then the second book picks up with her like going around the city, and then like the whole like honeymoon phase of, oh, I found all of these humans again. But then she finds out they're corrupt, and like the humans actually don't know there's other species on this planet now, because the leader just kind of like put them, like kind of kept them in a bubble. It's literally a bubble, the city, which I think is really cool. It's a good way to demonstrate it, like physically, what the leader is doing. My score for this is probably 10 out of 10 because it was the first series I ever read over. Like, when I was around that age, I was like, oh, I only want to read a book once. Like, I don't want to reread it. And then this series, like I said, I reread 5 times because I loved it so much. It's just one of my favorite series, and I could really never get bored of it if I wait long enough to read the series. I really don't think the author could do any better. Like, this is perfect as it is in my mind, but that's because of how much this book means to me. So, thank you for listening. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.